Hey, I want you to watch this. This is from an episode of The Love Boat that aired on October 29th, 1983. Florence Henderson and Robert Reed, Mr. and Mrs. Brady, appeared on the show but in separate storylines, and this is the only time they cross paths. I think the Brady Bunch had the most reunions of any show in the history of television. After the show went off the air, they came back with the Brady Bunch Hour.
This ain't no place to be if you plan on being a star.
Let me tell you, it's always cool.
Car wash.
Working at the car wash, yeah.
Then they had the Brady girls get married and then a show called the Brady Brides.
Girls are headed for a double wedding. That's the way that they became the Brady Brides. The Brady Brides.
Then you had a very Brady Christmas, which was so popular they brought the show back, but this time made it a drama called The Brady.
That's how the Brady Bunch became the Bradys.
But the Brady Bunch had a few other reunions that aren't on that list. In 1989, Mr. and Mrs. Brady reunited to present an Emmy Award, and they were greeted on stage by Al and Peggy Bundy.
So you guys are the Partridges, huh?
I think at the time the Bundys were probably the most talked about and the most famous current family on television.
Actually, I think we're here to illustrate how television has changed over the years.
Well, I think that audiences are much more sophisticated and that the quality of TV has risen to meet this challenge.
Now, Ed O'Neill and Katie Seagal are actually in character, it seems.
Where's the food?
It's backstage, honey, not on stage.
The two of them appeared on TV from time to time. They were together in a square on Hollywood Squares.
Florence Henderson.
Florence Henderson and Robert Reed.
They had her sing the opening theme song.
And from top 40, there's Shadow Stevens. All the women say that he's the sexy one.
Here they are on another game show. This is Win, Lose, or Draw.
Shotgun.
Knife.
Bang.
Bang.
Rifle.
Okay, soldier.
That's it.
I don't know what happened in between the breaks, but Florence swears on air at this woman who got the answer right.
Don't argue with her because she's a...
Florence was surprised it was a word she couldn't say on the air. I don't know what the word was.
What? You can't say
On the network.
I can't.
No.
Now today, panel interviews are very common. Conventions are far more popular than they were back then. To get a panel of your former favorite TV stars was an unusual thing, and when you saw it on TV, you would stop and watch. Here they are on a Michigan show called Kelly and Company back in 1985.
I have to ask all of you to use your mics a little closer.
This is why Chris didn't like our concert tour, because no one could hear him.
I'm quiet.
And of course, we get a guy in the audience crushing on Marcia.
First of all, I think Maureen is the most beautiful woman in the world.
Thank you. Where have you been?
Now he asks what sounds like a really stupid question. Where are you guys all from?
I'm a native Californian.
So am I.
And the rest of them?
I was born in New York and raised in California.
I was born in Schenectady, New York, and raised in Pennsylvania, and moved to California a long time ago.
I was born and raised in Southern California.
But you got to remember, there was no Wikipedia back then, so you would have no idea where any of these people were born and no way to look it up. My favorite part of this show was there was a man named Lou Goldstein. He was the activities and entertainment director for this big Catskills vacation destination, and he became so popular for doing Simon Says as part of the activities at the resort that he ended up taking this on different television shows.
Simon Says walking. See, the trick of the game is if you don't want to get mixed up, watch me. Simon Says left. Face. Left is the other way. Left is this way, this way.
Watch some of this. This is hysterical.
Simon Says up 2. Hands down. If you drop your hands, you're out. Right this way. Simon says, hold it. Simon says, you want a chance? No. You go like this. Simon says, step back. You go like this. Lou, darling, give me a chance. Honey, not only are you getting a chance, you're going to win this game. Go back.
Here's the Brady kids on the Donnie and Marie show. So this is kind of a crossover.
Hey, Williams, how are you? What fun it is to be here. And it was interesting hearing all those analogies you had between the Osmonds and the Bradys.
Similar.
Because the one difference is we were playing a family, and you, of course, were a real family.
No, we were playing a family, too. Just say.
In this episode, they have the Brady kids do a potato sack race. Now, as time went on, we started to see more of these reunions as networks would try to sell DVDs.
They're back. And this time, they're moving into your house. So make room for the Brady Bunch on DVD.
So they had a mini reunion with Susan and Maureen that they did for Entertainment Tonight, where they walked around and saw the areas where they actually recorded the show.
Oh my gosh!
Maureen talked about smoking.
Eve and I used to come out here alive.
To smoke?
And we'd have Banaka with us.
But it didn't work.
It didn't, did it?
I could always smell it.
Do you think they knew?
And they talked about the fake wedding between Bobby and Cindy.
Oh, this is perfect. This is a nice long hallway. Right. We decided to get married.
Who married you?
You did.
I did. Were the vows good? Were they?
No, you were saying things like, holy macaroni and your awfully wedded wife.
In 1990, some of the cast appeared on the Sally Jesse Raphael show.
How's the butcher? Oh, Sally. Right? Anybody else remember? We talk about Sam. We talk about Sam a lot, but we never see him.
Sam is home taking care of his rump roast.
And Sally asks a rather weird question. She seemingly wants Florence Henderson to apologize for playing the mother to such a close-knit family, a well-adjusted, normal family on television.
What do you think about the fact that a whole generation of people who had problems at home viewed all of you as this idealized life, that nothing we could do would be as wonderful as the Bradys could do?
Well, I think it's wonderful. Obviously, there's a need for it because millions of people have watched us for years.
But Florence, all you did all day long was talk to your husband about the kids.
I think that people that have tough lives, I had a terrible childhood. I had a rough childhood. We were extremely poor. When I got a chance or an opportunity to go to the movies, I didn't want to go see my life. I wanted to go see Jane Powell singing and dancing and Judy Garland and Fred Astaire. I had enough reality at home, and I think that's how people feel about our show.
Sally wasn't satisfied with the answer, and so she continued to push the answer with other cast members because Florence seemed genuinely annoyed at this.
Is anything just like them, though? That's the key word.
Well, I feel like my family. I thought we were kind of cooler than the Bradys.
What was she like on the set?
I gotta go.
I love it.
From Hollywood, the Brady Bunch.
A few of the kids appeared on Celebrity Bowling during the final season of the Brady Bunch. What was fun about this was you may have seen some of your favorite actors on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson or some other interview show, but to see multiple actors from your favorite shows interacting with each other.
You're a very good bowler, though. Did you practice before this?
Yes, I did.
You
didn't help. And it didn't help.
You want to hear something?
What's
I did too.
Did you?
The negative part was that none of these people knew how to bowl.
Mr. Mark, a little bit to the right.
This was like watching a third grade birthday party at the bowling alley.
That one didn't have the reverse on it.
No,
Okay.
Tell you, I love the Brady Bunch. Just one of my all-time favorite shows. 9 cast members, 2 parents, 6 kids, 1 maid. I have a fond place in my heart for all of them. I was looking at some of the commercials that they did, some before, some after. Ann B. Davis did commercials for the Ford Fairlane. She also did commercials for a product called Miracle White and many other things. I dug into all their commercials. I put it all together in a video that you can watch right up here. Otherwise, YouTube says to choose this one. And there's a second channel. You can watch it right there. I'll see you next time.